What's up, future millionaires? Billy Wilson here. And today in this video, I wanted to do a life update for all you nosy people out there. I haven't done a life update in a little while, so I thought it'd be a great time to do it right now and kind of give you an idea, like what am I working on a daily basis? Like what are my main focuses in business? How am I doing right now? And what am I looking to grow in the future? Because I have a few secret projects that I'm working on right now that I will give you guys a little bit of insight to. So let's jump right into the video. So first thing, just to summarize, number one thing that I'm focused on right now is growing my agency. So for a while, actually, my number one focus was the course. For about like a 1 year period, I spent a majority of my time making that program like as detailed and as amazing as possible. And I really am happy to what it's turned out to today. It's gotten really amazing results for people, and it's still honestly, and I've even bought some of the other programs in the market just to be sure of this. It really is the best program in the market at the price point and by far the most detailed, which is the biggest thing, especially when it comes to getting clients results. And that's something I'll talk about in this video too, and a way that we're really changing our agency. I've noticed that the easiest way to grow your agency is just get your clients better results than anyone else. And I noticed that majority of the courses out there, they focus on just, number one focus is just getting clients and making sales. And even with the getting clients and making sales part, I found my course still to be even more detailed than other people's. But still with the getting clients results part, it's on a whole another level than anything else. And really when you get clients good results, you get referrals. And I literally, right before I'm recording this video, I had to take a quick pause before I started doing this next recording. I just got a call from one of my clients telling me that he just referred me to another client with 4 locations, and it just kind of, that thing doesn't happen unless you're getting your clients really good results, and you grow just so much easier that way. So that's another huge separator. But enough about the course. I want to get back to what I'm focusing on now. So now that the course has been completed for a little while, and actually for the last few months, I've switched my focus back, my number one focus back to my agency, and taking that to a whole another level. And so, like I said, there's a couple of secret projects that I'm working on as well, so we'll get to those a little bit later at the end. I can't reveal too much about those, but maybe I'll give a little glimpse. So with the agency, I wanted to talk to you guys about like what I am doing now. It's maybe you'll get some ideas, but overall, sorry, and I'm really sorry if this video jumps around a lot. I want to make this like just a really clean video, as few cuts as possible, and just have this be like a realistic video. Like think if I was talking with you guys face to face. I just wanted to be like a chill video like that, just like a chill vibe. You can listen to it while you're doing whatever and get the value out of it that way. I'm taking a new approach with my agency, and I've been recently thinking about, and I think this is a huge thing, that a phase that people go through when they're building their business. I've been going through this phase now. I've been doing this marketing stuff for 3 to 4 years now. So I have a pretty high level of expertise. Of course, there's always room to grow and improve, and I'm still working to grow and improve. I'm nowhere near my potential. But I think a lot of people in the beginning phase, everybody's always in the beginning phase of starting their agency. Not everybody, but a lot of people, especially young people, I noticed that people that are a little bit older kind of understand this better. But especially young people, the reason they get into starting an agency is to get rich quick. And I can't blame you. I'm not gonna lie. I did the same thing. I started my agency because I figured, now it's not 100% get rich quick, but I figured out like this is gonna get me a faster process than college, and I'll enjoy it and all that. Now, what I came to realize is over time, I started to not enjoy it as much because I lost that motivation, that initial motivation. And so what I've done now is I'm truly focused on working with clients that I'm passionate about. So I've really started to narrow down like, okay, what is my real purpose in life? And yes, for a while, the course was one of those main things. But it's like overall, what is my main purpose in life? And what I've come down to is like, what am I good at? What do I enjoy doing? And how do I feel like I can help the world? And what is my purpose? And so I'm really good at marketing. That's my number one thing, more than anything else. And I'm really good at Facebook advertising. So how can I serve my purpose? Well, actually, the nice thing about this is I've decided now that I'm going to focus on, and I've kind of decided this for a while, if you guys already know this, but I'm gonna grow my agency so that it's focused on as few clients as possible, but as high ticket as possible. So, and I wanna work with brands and really high ticket brands and help brands grow to a really large amount, at least $1 million per month at the bare minimum for each client. And I want to work with brands that I'm really passionate about. Because my skill is marketing, I realized that, okay, what's the best way I can help the world? Well, if I can partner with brands that I truly care about and that I know can hugely benefit the world. For example, I'm looking right now and I've been talking to some people, and I'm looking to partner with a person that has a mindset course that teaches the general public, and I want to expand the mindset knowledge and education to the general public. So I'm looking to partner with somebody with that kind of course and grow it to the next level. So really focused by using the skills that I'm really good at and applying that to my passion in a way that I'm really passionate, in a way that I really want to help the world. So that way I'm really excited to get up and work every single day. I think that's a mistake a lot of people make at the beginning, and I even made myself, is you just focus on making the money too much to the point where that you don't really enjoy it. And I've always enjoyed marketing and things like that, but I noticed after doing it for like 3 years straight, it kind of got like a little bit dull. So that's kind of like the pivot that I'm making now, and I've had some success with that, as you guys can probably see by the title. I actually had a meeting like 1 to 2 weeks ago with a $60 million per year client. They're doing $60 million per year in revenue, and next year they plan on having an IPO, and we're going to be doing some YouTube ads for them. So just really exciting things like that. Currently I have 6 clients, and there's 2 large ones that are in the onboarding process right now, including that one I just talked about. And overall, just doing some like personal outreach to very specific businesses that I want to work with. And that's kind of like my main focus right now. So what do I do on a daily basis? Well, the main thing that I've been really doing that's taking up a vast majority of my time is I noticed with these really big clients, back and forth is kind of a lot of work. So I'm really working hard on that, and I'm trying to get a little bit of a team in place that can help me manage that. And right now I'm working on hiring a media buyer, doing a couple interviews this week, and doing somebody that can also like communicate with the clients really well and do it on a high level and work on a commission basis. I guess if one of you guys are interested in that, you can email me and find my email somewhere if you're highly interested. And make sure if you do that, make sure you send some written work that you've done, because the most important thing is you need to be a good copywriter if you want to do that. But besides that, yeah, main thing has just been like a lot of admin work, going back and forth with clients, onboarding clients, and like onboarding the high ticket clients and doing like a commission-based thing, which I'm now having to do like agreements and contracts now that I'm doing a commission agreement on these clients. And I didn't even talk about that, I don't think, but with these huge clients, the way that I plan on having like a more beneficial relationship with them is I'm working on a commission basis. So we are growing together, and that therefore we have the motivation to grow, and they have the motivation an easier motivation to work with us. So it's a really good situation overall, and like more of like a partnership as a marketing agency and that kind of thing. So a problem that I see with marketing agencies a lot of times, and the reason why I decided to do this, well, one, obviously I'm passionate about it, but 2, the second thing is one of the problems with an agency as it grows is sometimes your clients' results can get worse and worse if you don't manage it right, because the more employees that you hire on to manage the ads for the clients, it almost becomes like a game of telephone. So if they're not trained properly, the more people you keep adding on, the worse and worse your client results are going to get. So if you build an agency like that, you have to be careful of that, or you can just build it to a certain point where you know that you can manage it really easily, which is kind of like what I'm doing, but at the same time, I want to keep my team as small as possible and my client base as small as possible. And one thing I do want to do is I kind of want to build my agency as like one of the most exclusive, like best marketing agencies in the world for specifically Facebook and YouTube advertising, and really build my name in that way, just as like the best of the best, and not have the problem of like, oh, if I lose like a huge client, then I have to restart over. No. I want to have even like a little bit of a waiting list of like 10 to 20 businesses that are on the waiting list, that if one client ends up to drop, we have 10 to 20 more that we can choose from to decide to work with if that's the case. So making ourselves and positioning ourselves is really that top brand in the industry, the best at actually providing results, not who sells the best, who actually provides the best results for their clients. That's kind of the name that I want to build. I want to build myself as literally like one of the best Facebook and YouTube marketers in the world. If actually the best Facebook and YouTube marketer in the world. That's what I want to build my brand as and build my agency as. Now for the long-term projects, those little secret projects that I was talking about earlier, one of them I'll give you like a little bit of a tip. It's going to be a website, and I actually talked about it in one of my last few videos. So if you watch my last videos closely, you might figure out what it is. I might actually share another video explaining this more in detail. But then the second secret project is going to be more of like a long-term project. It's going to be like a 10-year plus project, and I'm going to take it really slow. And my main focus right now is building up my agency so that way I can have the capital for this future project that's going to take a lot longer. And with the course right now, like I said, I'm not doing a huge amount of work with that. There is one more thing that I have to finish, is I need to make a new free training. If you watch my other videos as well, you probably saw what happened with the free training test that I did. The last free training that I tested, it didn't perform very well. So I'm making a new one now that kind of like explains the course in a short period and all the value of it. Overall, I really highly recommend, if you guys are into social media marketing, that you do check out the course. I don't want this to be a sales video or anything. I just recommend at least checking it out and seeing how much value is really in there, because it's a very cheap price for what you're getting, as far as you're basically just getting a copy of my agency. Like, I've literally gone down to every single detail and tried to take what's in my brain and put it in yours. That way you can skip like a 3-year period and get ahead of everybody else, especially with the results side. I think that's a huge thing that most agencies struggle with is the results. And that's really the saddest part, is everyone's just too focused on get rich quick, get many clients. They're not as focused on just getting the clients' results. And when you do that, you just do so much better than everyone else. And the problem, this is something I'll talk about in this video too, as far as the life update. Now I'm gonna go on a little rant, but this is the funnest part. So thank you guys. My brain is thinking clearly now somewhat. My brain just thinking all over the place during this video, but who cares? Fuck it, it's my YouTube channel. I can do whatever I want. And thank you guys for sticking to watch this video. I really appreciate you for even sticking this far and caring about what my life is like. And I'm wishing you the best no matter what. So now back to the points that I was just getting into. So the course. One thing that's been frustrating about me about the course, like Make Money Online courses lately, and you probably saw this in my last couple videos if you paid attention to them, is one thing that's been really annoying me about the online Make Money Online course industry is it's kind of become like this race to the bottom. It's like whoever makes the most ridiculous promises gets the most sales. And honestly, like as far as building a business, that's not really what I'm about. I don't want to build a business where I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna make 6 figures in 1 month and this kind of BS. Like I even saw a Facebook ad the other day that was saying, we will build you a 100K per month agency within 6 to 12 months and we'll do it for you so you don't have to do any work. And I'm like, first off, how is this ad even approved by Facebook? They're probably gonna get their account banned for sure. But secondly, okay, I checked out the video, making sure that this is, okay, maybe they're joking about something. Maybe this is just like they're just like doing a clickbait thing. No, I actually watched the video and they're literally saying, we will build you a 100K per month agency and we'll build it for you in 6 to 12 months. And it's like, okay, how am I supposed to be, for beginners that don't understand what it's actually like to build a business, how am I meant to beat somebody that's marketing like that when I'm marketing my course in a more realistic manner? It really sucks. And that's one thing that's definitely demotivated me about the course side of things, is it just like whoever's the most flashy, whoever shows up the most flashy lifestyle, whoever promises you to get rich quick the fastest are the people that sell the most of the courses. And it's really unfortunate that that's the way it is. And my secret project that I'm working on will kind of solve that a little bit and help make that industry better. So that's a little bit more insight into that. And if you guys have any other suggestions like how I can do that and like beat those kind of people, then let me know. But as of right now, I haven't quite figured it out. So like the problem is when you get into business for 3 to 4 years, then yes, you start to understand these things. Like some of you guys might start to understand these things. But when you're a beginner, beginners only focus on who says they will get the richest the quickest, and they will just buy whoever's course says that. Beginners don't realize the nuances that are involved and the realisticness of it. So it's hard to sell a course when you're trying to be the most honest marketer in the world and selling people a more realistic process that, look, hey, you're gonna have to put in the work every day. You're gonna have to put multiple hours of work in every day for like 6 to 12 months. And yes, you can get to 6 figures in 6 to 12 months. It's not guaranteed. Obviously, everyone grows at different rates, but the main thing you need to be focused on is the long term. Even if it took you 4 years to build a 6-figure business that's gonna last you a lifetime, then who cares? That's faster than going to college and now you work for yourself, you own a business, and you don't even have to do the work for it. It's automated. So, but when you're selling something realistic like that, it's a lot tougher to sell, even though it's more realistic. And that's just the overall frustrating thing about the Make Money Online course industry right now and why I'm frustrated with it. So going back to the agency model, which I still obviously have the course and it's freshly updated. All the Brady videos are pretty much brand new. But thinking back on things, sometimes I wonder a little bit, like what would it be like if I would have focused all my effort on the agency? I don't regret it because I've helped like thousands of people change their lives through educating them on how to start a social media marketing agency. So it really does mean a lot to me. And it's something I'm really passionate about as well, but it's just kind of sad where the industry has kind of gone. But yeah, that's how things are. As far as my like regular life, my fun life, unfortunately because of the virus, I was actually supposed to go on a Caribbean cruise for like 10 to 14 days. And I was super excited for that. But of course that got canceled. I'm kind of really in need of a vacation right now. I'm sure you guys are as well, sitting in your house for like weeks on end. I just work from home every day. Sometimes I need to get out of the house more. I go for walks obviously, but that's not really enough after a certain point. But we'll get through this all. It's given me some extra time to really focus down and figure out like what is my real purpose in life. And I recommend you guys, if you haven't already, sit down and like don't only think about the money, think about what's your real purpose in life. What is something that you're going to enjoy working on every single day and growing? And one of the ways that I'm obviously doing that is I'm using my skill of marketing to help grow businesses that I enjoy and I believe are helping the world and take them to the next level. So how can you maybe do something similar to that is what you should really think about. As far as a fun basis, sometimes I play Call of Duty. I try not to play that too much anymore though. Kind of doing like little dopamine detox thing a little bit. Not super hard though. I just want to enjoy my life overall. Biggest annoyance right now, in the point that I'm at right now with my business, the biggest annoyance is I really need to like replace myself on more tasks. So like I said, I'm hiring somebody to do that right now as far as a media buyer. So that way they can onboard the clients for me efficiently and start taking on some of these more clients, so I'm not bogged down by so much admin work, so I can focus on like the creative side, how can we grow the business, and that more of that client outreach as well and things like that. But let's see, is there anything else we should talk about? Any questions that you guys have? If you guys have any questions and you watched to this point in the video, leave me a question. I'll even maybe answer it for you personally. So just to show my appreciation for that. But overall, thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.